G'day folks. So the sea is really rough again today, so I thought I'd go and try and catch a fish back up the river, but I haven't had too much luck in the river or in the ocean, come to think of it. But I'm not sure which way to head, upriver or downriver, because the wind is pretty out of control if you're in the right spot. Upriver will be more sheltered, but downriver feels like it might be better. One thing I'm pretty certain of though is it's starting to rain, and actually the water's dropped quite a bit since I was here last. Anyway, it's definitely starting to rain. Just get my way under these couple of bridges, and then we'll see what happens. One. Crofty and Pauline were here, it says. Crofty and Pauline. They did well writing that upside down, hanging off the bridge. Ah, it's starting to rain. Anyway, oh, I took me pots out. I took me crab pots out, but I did have a plan of trying to catch some yabbies. Anyway, we'll do that next time. Oh, she's a bit something. A bit rainy. It's feeling a bit rainy. I'm trying to think where I would be if I was a fish. On the side that's getting the wind, or on the side that's sheltered? Or does it not make any difference? Probably doesn't make any difference if you're underwater. I don't know. I'll try the sheltered side, the more sheltered side. That canopy is in the way all the time when it's not set up. It's in the way for cutting, putting lures and stuff on my rod, and it's in the way for the anchor, and it's in the way for the chopping board. So I just can't really find anywhere to put it that's better. I could put it at the back, but it rests on the engine. You can get like support so it sits up a bit. I may look into doing that. But anyway, the anchor's out. I am kind of right in the middle of the river, which is where I didn't want to be. I'm hoping once the anchor sets and the wind kind of blows me around that I'll end up against the bank. That's the plan. I definitely don't want to be right in the middle of the river in case someone else comes. Anyway, we'll just wait a few minutes and see what happens. So it's not setting right. I'm too much in the middle of the river. So I'll just move over and do it again. It's pretty muddy, that is for sure. So we'll just see how that goes. That's heaps better actually. I'm happier with that. I'm right up against the grass a bit, the bank. Alright, we'll see what happens. I'll set me rod up. So my two little rods, well, one little rod, I got some different bait. I had some different bait. I bought some the other day and then went out fishing in the ocean, and did I go out or not? I can't remember, but I put the bait in the front of the boat. I don't know if I went out or not. I must have, but I forgot to take the bait out, so it just went off in the front of the boat. I could smell it every time I walked past the boat, but couldn't be bothered climbing in and get it, so I just left it there. But I bought a variety pack of bait. So today I think I have squid. Check that. It's pretty windy today, but it's not cold. Fingers crossed it stays like that. Oh, so I had. Oh, they stink. What do they call those ones? I forget. Ah, God. Far out. They're the ones that went off. Pippies? Are they pippies? I don't know. You can put it in the comments below. But oh, my God, get out! Oh God. My God, they stink. Oh, that smells bad. It smells very bad. I feel like I'm in the middle of the river again. The anchor must have dragged. Or the wind's swinging me around. Oh God. The smell of that old bait. Of course it does smell disgusting. Why would it not? But I reckon these are the fresh ones straight out of the freezer. But I reckon it's little bits of squid, I reckon. Just looking at that. I really need a cutting surface, which I have, but the goddamn bimidi's in the way. I'm in the middle of the river again, so that's where I didn't want to be. The anchor must be dragging, but it is pretty windy. I'm not sure how I'm going to set this up. The anchor's just dragging. I can feel it dragging across the bottom. Oh, now it's caught. As long as I'm not caught on a pipe or something weird like that. Seems to have caught up. So I think I'm just going to do. I was looking on the internet the other day. Catch fish. The problem is they give you too many options. They had one where you put the hook on the bottom and then let the sinker slide down so it just sits above the hook. But I like the idea of the hook being a little bit away from the sinker so it doesn't look too suspicious for the fish. So I might do that. And my hook. I googled the other day simple way to tie hooks on. Now I've forgotten what it says. What it said. So I'll have to go back to my old-fashioned way. That didn't seem real good. I'm definitely going to have to Google again. How to tie a fish hook, because I reckon I'm doing it wrong. don't know, might have worked. Yep, that worked. I'm never sure of a good way to keep my bait once I've used it. I don't know whether you just use it and then always chuck out what's left, because that's what I seem to do. It seems like a waste. This doesn't seem very appetizing. If I was a fish, it doesn't seem very appetizing at all. And possibly my hook's too big. I don't know. I don't know how big a fish you can catch here, because I've never caught any. I'll tell you what, my hook's a bit... My bait blew in the water. This feels like it's just rubbery. Putting me dirty fingers all over it, so that probably doesn't help. Well, they are washed. So, got me hook there. My sinker's about that far apart. Not sure whether to cast it over or I'll just let it sink down, see what happens. So I don't know if it makes any difference, but it's 2:40 in the afternoon. I don't know whether fish come out late in the afternoon or in the morning or anything. I just put a mark on my cutting board. When I get home, I'll cut a cut in that so I can put my knife straight in it. This is actually better than up the front. I prefer it. I don't know why. Maybe I'll put... Anyway. I'd like to put a cut in it so my knife can sit in. That'd be cool. So I'll put this is my new rod that I really like. 89 bucks for the setup. I'll put the lure on this and just cast the lure for a while. I find that's fun. Got my lure in here from last time still with me rubbish, but my lure's... Maybe you can tell me this in the comments. I'm assuming it does matter, but you don't want you don't want your lure to be rusty, right? I'm sure that's not going to be the best. You want it shiny and sparkly. I think I answered my own question with it. Anyway, I used this one last time. Oh, that bait stinks. It still stinks from before. I think too, the heavier lure, I don't know if it's better for catching fish, but it's definitely better for casting. I really like these little swivels and the little clip. It's heaps good, don't have to keep tying fishing knots. Anyway, I'll cast this and off we go. This lure looks beautiful in the water. It's really sparkly. It's nice. You can see I'm on the other side of the bank now. I started on the other side up the creek a bit, so anyway, should be right. bird's nest in me line. It's pretty messy. Don't know why that happens. God, I don't know how much light I'm gonna have to let out to untangle it. I think you get a bird's nest from it's getting worse, from having it too loose, your line too loose. There we go. Well, it's very, very nice here. It's not cold yet. Hasn't rained really. It spitted a bit before. No bites, but me anchor's holding now. Apparently I've got it written down here. The fish you can catch here in Curdies River in Victoria is black bream, estuary perch, Australian salmon, Luderick, Trevally and other freshwater species. And it says the bait you can use are lures, soft plastics, crab imitations, surface lures, yabbies, scrub worms, sandworms, maggots, mussels, grubs, pilchards, prawns and chicken. But not squid. I've got squid. But I'm going to put on my Lord of the Rings audio book, which I love to listen to while I'm fishing. I'll cast this lure for a while and just enjoy sitting here because it's very nice. I like the ocean. I like them both very nice. But I'm sick of getting seasick. Last time I went out was in the ocean. Seasick as. So seasick that I could have swore that I was going to sell me boat. It takes me like 2 days to get over the seasickness. It's terrible, so I feel terrible for 2 days. Anyway, Lord of the Rings audio book, do some more casts and I'll check in with you later. Dangerous, didn't fly out. Well, I'm going to move locations. I've been here about an hour. And haven't caught anything, so I'm just reeling in my second rod with the bait on it. Still got the bait. Some yucky weed. I'm just keeping out of the wind because the wind's it's picked up a fair bit. So I don't know whether it's the bait or my location or the river. This river, sometimes there's other people out fishing, so if I see anyone I'll ask if they got anything. But sometimes this river is full of beautiful fish, other times it's very much polluted and full of blue-green algae, so I'm not sure. Anyway, I'll move spots and see if I have any more luck. It's getting cold on my lips. pretty gross. The wind is very strong now. See if the anchor holds us here. We'll wait and see. The wind is strong. I come over here 2 seconds ago and I was blown across the other side real quick. It's very dirty, yucky mud on the bottom. It's making me nice rope all yucky and black. When you hold your anchor rope, of course be very careful of your fingers. But you can feel it jumping across the bottom, the anchor. You can feel it's dragging. So it's caught up now. So we'll try it here. It's a bit more open though, so I might get cold. No real shelter at all, but we'll see. It's pretty nice. The anchor's dragging again. We'll see what happens. So my bait looks a bit how you going, but we'll try it again. I'll cast it a little away because the boat's swinging around a lot. We'll leave that there. I'll go back to casting my lure. There's another boat's turned up down there, so that's good. Well, it's very nice here indeed, but it's getting cold. No bites yet. The Lord of the Rings, chapter 4 about Treebeard is nearly finished, so my anchor's dragging again. I'll sit here a little bit longer, maybe another 20 minutes or so, and then I'll go back to the boat ramp. Anchor's caught again. You can see it when the anchor catches, the boat pulls tight and swings into the wind, or points into the wind. So when it's drifting sideways, the boat, or I change position, you know the anchor's dragging. It smells pretty bad down here because I can smell me bait and me boat, the air circulating around. Anyway, I'll keep drinking me warm drink, listening to me Lord of the Rings podcast. Let's see what happens. Anchor's dragging again, but fingers crossed it doesn't rain. It hasn't rained yet, not properly anyway, so I'm enjoying that part of the experience. Well, the wind has definitely picked up. I haven't caught any fish. It's getting a bit cold, so I'm going to head back to the boat ramp. But no fish at all, no bites, but that's okay because I've had fun. The anchor's dragging me. The anchor is just dragging like it's floating in midair. I think the bottom of the river is very much concave, so the weight of the chain and the anchor is just staying in the deep section, and it's just blowing me along the river, kind of in the centre. So I'll pack up my stuff, pull my rods in, pull the anchor, and then head back to the boat ramp. You've got to be quick or it blows you up against the bank. Alright, so we'll head back now and I'll see you in the next video. See you later.